Hello, friends. How are you doing? This is Deborah, and welcome to Deborah's Journey. If you are new to my channel, I want to thank you so much for joining me. And if you are returning, you already know how I feel. I want to welcome you back. Today, I'm going to be sharing my July budget overview and my August budget and the changes. So without further ado, let's get into this budget. So the first thing is housing. So I budgeted $1,700 for housing. I actually spent $1,665.94. It was a little less because I did get a credit on one of my utility bills. So for car insurance, I budgeted $92. I actually spent $91.85. For Spectrum, I budgeted $75 and the total charges were $52.16. For life insurance, $47.55 is the budget. That's what was paid out. AT&T TV, the budget was $75 and $74.99 was the amount of the bill. For my son's cell phone, I budgeted $55. I actually sent $65. Because this is on a credit card, I went ahead and paid a little extra on that payment. And just a note, he does pay me for these cell phone charges. And then for my cell phone, I budgeted $131.50. I do have two cell phones, and I actually paid $156.57. So I was about $25.07 over my budget. My total fixed expenses were $2176.05, and I actually paid $2,154.06. So that was a $21.99 savings. Okay, so moving to my variable expenses. For groceries, I budgeted $450. I actually paid $509.42. So that was a $59 increase from what I budgeted. For personal, I gave myself $125. Gasoline, I budgeted $400, and I paid $390.99 for gas. So I saved $9. For urgency funds, I budgeted $120, and I put $130 in those funds, and these are just additional savings and goals accounts for debt. For my buffer, I budgeted $425, and I spent $494.44. So that was a $69 difference. So I would like to share what I spent in my buffer. So I went to Habit Burger, that was $15.98. Copperlinks, $25.83. Porto's Bakery, $31.16. Dollar Tree, $21.52. Waba Grill, $22.15. Starbucks, $8.70. Juice It Up, $14.10. Chipotle, $21.46. Target, $204.46. I did buy a single-use Keurig and some other household items with this purchase. J Sushi, $39.63. Starbucks, $9. Farmer's Boys, $16.29. Chipotle, $21.60. Starbucks, $8.70. Convenience store just to get something to drink, that was $5. And then Habit Burger, $28.86. So total of my buffer was $494.44. And so as you can see, the majority of those funds went towards eating out and spending money on food. So that was my buffer, and a $69 difference, knowing that I purchased a Keurig, was not a bad amount to be over. So I am happy with my budget there. Okay, so let's go to my fast track. I budgeted $45, that's what I paid. For medical, I budgeted $10. I actually paid $85. I did have to go get a medical test, and that was like the copay, $85. Well, it was $75, so I was over about $10. For miscellaneous, I did purchase a miscellaneous gift for someone, and so that was $50. And so my total variable expenses were budgeted $1,575, but I actually paid out $1,829.85. That's a difference of $254.85. Okay, so debt. So my Discover card, I budgeted $150. I actually paid $200 for that. For Sam's Club, I budgeted $250, and that's what I paid. My car payment, $550, paid $550. Legacy, $70.99 is for a reoccurring subscription. However, the annual fee was up, and so I paid $30 for that. For the student loan, I budgeted $700, and I paid $1,000. So I did pay a few extra dollars for that payment. And for the personal loan, I budgeted $302.30, and I actually paid $302.30 for that. So my total debt was, I budgeted $1,960.29, and I actually paid and spent $2,332.30 for my debt. So that was a difference of $372.01. All right, so my investing, I budgeted 25 for Vanguard. For SoFi, it was 25. For Fidelity, it was 25. M1 Finance was 55, and I paid 75. My Roth IRA, I budgeted 160, and I actually paid 160. So my total investments were 290 was budgeted, and I actually paid $310. That's a $20 increase from what I budgeted. All right, so my savings funds, I budgeted $300 for savings. I actually saved $652.90. That's a $352.90 increase. My savings challenges budgeted $350. I actually put $400 in those. I was over by 50. And then my envelope challenge budgeted $60, and I put $65 in that challenge. So a total of $710 was budgeted, but I actually spent $1,117.90. So I had an increase of $407.90. So I budgeted $500 for my sinking funds, and I actually put $692 in them and 82 cents. So that was a difference of $192.80. So my total budget for the month of July was, I budgeted $7,211.34, and I actually spent $8,436.93. And that is a difference of $1,225.59. So I was over the budget, but I really wasn't, because I have decided that I'm going to actually start in the month of August putting an income amount so that you can see what I'm working with for the month, because my budget has been off lately, and it's because I spend a lot more than what I'm budgeting for. So let's go to the August budget. Okay, so for August, I want to start putting my actual budget on these videos. So it's going to include my payroll, my sinking funds, savings challenges, and any extra money that I receive. So I'm budgeting $8,000 for the month of August. And then I have rollover funds that I use just in case I go over that amount. And so I'm going to be putting $500 in the rollover. So my total income for the month of August will be $8,500. Okay, so for fixed expenses, that includes housing, so I'm budgeting $1,900. My car insurance, $92. My internet, $52. Life insurance, $47.55. My TV service, $75. My son's cell phone, $55, and mine, $131.50. Now, in my budget, I don't include any medical premiums that are paid or any kind of medical charges that relates to insurance, any additional insurances, and I don't include any of like my giving, my tithes. So those won't be in my budget. I'm just going to be budgeting what I'm spending for the purposes of this particular budget. So my fixed expenses. Okay, so for my variable expenses, I'm budgeting $450 for groceries. My personal's $125, gas $400, urgency funds $120, my buffer is $425, fast track, which is just a freeway shortcut for people who want to pay to get through the traffic. So that is $45 that I'm going to be budgeting. Medical prescription, $10. Grooming for my pet, it's time for a haircut, $85. I also need some yard maintenance, that's going to be $85. And I have 4 birthdays this month, so I'm budgeting $350 for that. So my total variable is $2,095. Okay, debt. So for my debt, I'm budgeting $150 for Discover, Sam's $250, my car payment $550, my legacy credit card $30. I still have some remaining on that annual fee. My student loan, I'm budgeting $900, and my personal loan $302.30. So my total debt is $2,182.30. My investments, I'm budgeting $25 for Vanguard, $25 for SoFi, $35 for Fidelity. My M1, I'm budgeting $100, and my Roth IRA, $200. So my total expected investments is $385. Moving on to my savings, $400 for savings, $350 for my savings challenges, $100 for my envelope challenge, and that's a total of $850. And then my sinking funds, I'm budgeting $500. So my total budget for the month of August is expected to be $8,365.35. And I have a little wiggle room just in case. So that is my budget. I want to thank everybody for joining me today. I appreciate all of your support. Have a wonderful week. Take care, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.
Fly forever if you keep it tight. Love the world, but keep the sky on your mind.